Okay, we'll admit it. We occasionally search our own name on social media. Everyone does it. But we noticed we didn't see a lot of pictures of our legendary trolling motors and shallow water anchors. Instead, we saw fish. Picture after picture of monster fish that people caught with our motors and anchors. Bass, tarpon, walleye, reds, crappie. But you can see us too, if you look a little closer. Right back there. Because behind every successful angler is the gear that has their back, that delivers them to the fish and keeps them there. Proven over 85 years. The only thing it can't do is take the photo for you. Yet.
On the water, every second counts. So when there's a fish at 3 o'clock, be right on time with Mega 360 imaging. Every sweep of our newest technology offers 125 feet of absolute clarity all around your boat, so you can see fish and every detail in every direction. With a clearer picture of what's below, you can catch fish like clockwork. Mega 360 imaging, only from Humminbird.
During the golden age of walleye fishing in the 80s and 90s, the rugged pioneers of the sport relied on one boat more than any other to help pave the way and change the landscape of fishing. That boat is the Lund Pro V. Now you can experience the next evolution in Lund's flagship premium fishing boat, the all-new redesigned Lund Pro V. By merging the key features from the previous Pro V and Pro V Limited models, the engineers at Lund made the best even better, creating a fish-catching, family-fun machine available in our 4 most popular lengths. But how do you improve on near perfection? You create a turnkey, multi-species, multi-sport solution that gets the job done no matter what the job is. And you build it completely wood-free, offering worry-free performance that will span generations. The new Lund Pro V redesign starts in the aft with a completely reimagined deck that includes built-in flip-up jump seats, dual-seat pedestals, a massive 44-inch, 31-gallon live well with an integrated bait net, bait tamer, divider and pump out, power point plugs, a throw tray, pool and cup holders, an integrated boarding ladder, and a ski pylon base. From the back, we move to the control center, where our new console design features a flat mounting surface for dual fish finders, a glove box and throw tray on both consoles, a wireless phone charger option, and backlit, easy-to-read switches. Add in recessed motor controls with built-in storage, and operating your boat has never been smoother, easier, or safer. From the consoles, we move forward where anglers will find the reimagined bow command center and an incredibly user-friendly fishing workspace. That includes a roomy bow live well, an integrated bow cooler, bait cooler option with power and tie downs, a flat fish finder mounting surface, tool storage, cargo nets, trolling motor plug, and trim controls. Everything you need to keep your Pro V on fish is at your fingertips in the bow command center, including more room to operate. That extra space extends beyond the bow throughout the new Pro V. As part of this cutting-edge refresh, engineers reduced the gunnel width, creating additional room throughout. Add in the new aft jump seats, and the 1875 and 1975 comfortably seat 8, while the 2075 and 2175 seat up to 9. That means the whole family and more can comfortably enjoy a full day of fishing and fun on the water. No matter what your day includes, storage is always at a premium, and no one understands that better than the design experts at Lund. The Pro V always has been and always will be a fishing-first boat, and this new design features elements that keep all of your tools safe, dry, and at the ready. We start with the massive 3-tiered center rod storage compartment that can accommodate rods more than 9 feet long in the 2075 and 2175, and up to 8 feet long in the 1875 and 1975 models. We've added both bow and cockpit on-the-go rod storage to keep your gear secure when making quick moves from spot to spot. Keeping your tackle organized, dry, and within arm's reach is key. And the Pro V delivers with an all-new bow and under-console tackle drawers to keep your valuable baits at the ready. All 4 models include cockpit, starboard tackle storage with standard stackable space on the 1875 and 1975, and the unique tip-out storage design on the 2075 and 2175. All 4 boats also come with a cockpit portside rod and tackle storage. And with ample bubble seal protected gear storage areas in the bow, you'll never have to leave anything behind. We know the iconic Lund Pro V is a fish-finding machine, but the devil is in the details, and the little things separate the good from the great. The 2023 redesign is all about those details. Every inch of this boat includes those next-level enhancements like sidewall-mounted lure holders to keep your hottest baits handy, and full-length dimmable LED lighting so your day on the water doesn't have to end when the sun goes down. The dictionary defines an icon as something that is considered a representative symbol of what it is. When it comes to fishing boats, the Lund Pro V is that icon. And as it has been throughout its legendary history, the new Lund Pro V stands alone as the iconic pinnacle of fishing and family fun.
I'm Sean Ruge, Product Manager for Navionics, and we're on the water today to show you what we consider to be a unique breakthrough in boating navigation.
All auto routing existing today can find a route from A to B only if they are both in open water, while good guidance and planning is most needed in narrow waters and channels, especially when there are many of them and you don't know which one to take. Our new dock-to-dock auto routing can find the route all the way from your real start point to your real end point, even through narrow passages and channels.
With a new design, an entirely rebuilt algorithm, and a massive amount of newly sourced data, Navionics Auto Routing provides functionality even beyond what's commonly available in cars, and quickly creates detailed routes within your Navionics boating application for your iPhone or iPad. All you need to do is choose your destination with a tap, hit Boat To, and go.
Autorouting calculates a detailed route based on chart data and navigational aids. You can see your estimated fuel consumption and distance, plus time to destination. It can even highlight any precautions along the way.
This morning we're headed to the Black Dog Wharf. It should take us about 35 minutes to get there, so let's go. While underway, you can watch your progress and view updated stats.
At any time, you can easily browse through services and points of interest near your destination, like the Harbor Master, marinas and moorings, fuel stations, restaurants and bars, shops, taxis and launch services, and more. They appear automatically within the auto routing menu. Just choose the category and they're highlighted on the map, complete with phone number and VHF channel.
We're getting close to the marina now. I can even call right from the app to see which dock to pull into.
Okay, back.
czekaj.
Morning guys. One thing that I wanted to show you is that I've been using the range extender for a full week now. We have been fishing in windy conditions and we have been fishing in calm and sunny conditions like this. The range extender, you can see it over here. This is the range extender. It's a small little box that's connected to your starting battery. And what it actually does is when your starting battery has enough capacity, it reroutes the energy output from your outboard's dynamo. It charges your lithium battery in the front. It converts 12 volts to 24 volts in this case, because I have a 24 volts battery inside. I have the 24 volt V100 and I'm using it with an 80 lbs thrust Minn Kota Ultrax. At the moment, after a full week of fishing, and I haven't charged it at all back at home, I still got 67% left. Of course we had calm conditions like these, but we made days of 10, 12, sometimes even 14 hours a day. We had a lot of wind actually the last 2 days. The battery is now at 67%. We're gonna drive all the way to the other side of the lake and then I'll show you what the battery capacity is after that. But it shows you the capabilities of the range extender and how it can help you have enough capacity even during the most windy days out there. Fishing is done. We had an amazing week in Sweden and now we're packing our stuff to get back to the Netherlands. And as promised, I would show you the battery capacity of a full day of fishing. And I mean a full day, I mean we fished 13 hours in a row. We had no wind in the morning, but in the afternoon the wind picked up badly. But we gained 19% because the battery is now at 86% and we left this morning with 67. Just by using the range extender the entire week, we fished on one battery. We didn't charge it once, only relying on the range extender. The range extender is available at the web store from Rebel Cell or check out your local Rebel Cell dealer. Thanks guys, see ya.
clear head and a hat of wool keeps the mind cool.
Hoping that something's gonna change. It's raining, but you almost feel the same. I'm leaving you in the past behind. I just wanna go to another place. I just wanna go somewhere and feel the same. I just wanna go to another place. Within my bones, I dream of somewhere far away.
好，今天来到金沙环港这个碎石滩的地形的一个浅滩区，然后这种浅滩区石头非常多，非常适合这种底栖的鱼种去躲藏、去掠洗。然后像我们这次使用 HR 的双眼丝钩签，然后这种丝钩签非常适合这种很容易更挂的地形，而且它使用很简易，轻易扣上就可以使用。然后这次在这边使用双眼丝钩签钓获这只良心的石狗公，欢迎各位钓友来试看看啊！好，今天来到黄港这个地方，这种地方其实非常适合用 HR 的双眼丝钩圈去做钓。然后像我们 HR 双眼丝钩圈，它有2个挂孔，然后第一个挂孔是它比较适合一些礁岩的地形，比较复杂的地形，高低落差比较高的。然后第2个挂孔它比较适合一些落下或者是一些水中层、水下层的一个泳层。相对来说，你用跳的时候，它泳学比较夸张，去吸引一些掠食性的鱼种来追捕。对，然后这次还搭配曲柄钩去做钓，防伤几率非常高。各位钓友来试试看啊！今天来到黄港这个钓点我们所使用的是 HR 的细骨链的4股 PE 线，然后这个 PE 线它是粉红色的，目视性非常好，像一些我们针对一些标点去看的时候会非常清楚。再来是它4股辨识的功法是耐磨性非常好的，对，然后切野性也很不错。其实这种渔港边边或者是一些防堤下，它其实可以用一种我们叫落下的一种钓法，这种也是针对一些底栖鱼种，像那个 OK 啊，或者是黑点啊，那些比较喜欢吃甲壳类的东西，它都会聚在这边，因为这边防堤下甲壳类非常多，所以他们只要在这边，他们就可以吃到东西。然后像这种边边也不能放过，对。这次使用细骨链，它连那种很小很小的咬讯也感觉得到。这边建议用比较轻量的鲫钩头，因为这种越轻的鲫钩头，它下沉速度越慢，有点像 slow chicken 的玩法，它就是停留在水里越久，鱼的揪饵时间就越长。有时候在落下时间，一些鱼种就会先接杀，这个发生的几率会比较高。
Searching for the heart that I cannot find. No matter how long I'm going, I feel there's only one I'm like. So maybe I'll keep on pushing myself back into the light. Cause I need her love, I need all her love. Yeah. Had a river that was rolling, but then the waves came crashing down.
Hello， 各位钓大家好，我是 HR 测试员吴伟霆阿猫。我现在要跟各位介绍一下呢，旋载钓组。我使用的是我们 HR 的西谷猎人 Mighty Hunter VHS 712ML。那这把杆子呢，它的路亚负重可以到14克。那线呢，我会使用西谷猎人的8股 PE 线，1号用1号 PE 线。那前导呢，我使用的是 HR 的探线线3号。那我们西谷猎人的杆子特色呢在哪里？主要呢，我们是2节杆，方便好携带，而且呢，它的腰身很挺，那尾巴呢很敏。为什么我在这种溪流呢不用那种追鱼竿做钓？因为追鱼竿整只杆子呢太软，所以呢，如果你靠到大物的话呢，它比较没有办法能够顺利的把它引拔上来。还有，我们使用的呢是 Mega Bass 的小狗，Tupper Water 这种水表系列呢，如果你杆子的腰身不够，那整只杆子软趴趴的话呢，其实操不出它的动作。我是利用了它水表的一个快速的动作抽动，来去吸引旋仔的注意。那旋仔呢是我们台湾很常见的溪钓鱼种，那它分布呢其实全台湾都有了。OK， 好，那我今天呢使用这种钓组来试试看，今天咬况会如何。
Yes, I found you are the cure. Yes, I found you are the cure. I know that you see it too. The effect you have on me, I know you still feel it too. All the constant memories, so tell me this isn't true. You and I were meant to be. I'll never do wrong to you. 'Cause now I know just what you need. Come back, I need you like before. If I come, will you just let me through the door? Who knows if we'll make it work for sure? But I found, yes I found, there's no other. All we had was the feeling, and I know it felt so right. I hope you can one day see how much you meant to me.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to a very special edition of the Mercury Insider. We are coming to you from our global headquarters in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and our brand new assembly line right here. This is where it all happens. Now, if you remember, in Miami, we had some big news for you. We told you about the 3.4-liter V6 outboards. But before we get to our big news today, let's take a look back at the Miami Boat Show, because remember, we had a very strong message for the marketplace.
And I'll only remind you one thing today. This is only step one for 2018.
So now's the time. We are excited to officially announce the all-new 4.6-liter V8 outboard lineup. That includes the 250 and 300 Verado, the 250 and 300 four-stroke, and the 225, 250, and 300 C Pro, as well as the 200 through 300 Pro XS, and the 3.4-liter V6 175 Pro XS. All four-stroke, all setting a new benchmark in the marine industry. So what do our customers think of the new product? Let's head out to Lake X and find out.
We have been waiting for this engine for 2 or 3 years now, and it has been worth the wait.
Awesome. That motor is phenomenal. think it's a game changer.
Oh, it's great.
I thought it was awesome.
First impressions of this product are just amazing. This has been a product that I believe has been in waiting for a long time.
I really like the the design of it. I thought that it was way faster compared to the competitors. I thought the response was awesome.
Being four-stroke, being very quiet, being very responsive. Now with the joysticks, everything else about it is just going to be a very positive move in the right direction.
It's a lighter engine, it's got more horsepower and acceleration than I ever anticipated. Without a test drive, it can't do it any justice looking on the showroom floor.
We are a Stingray dealer, so the boat that we took out was a Stingray 212, and usually we would order that with a 150 Mercury, and then or we would get usually a 200 Yamaha. Would be a no-brainer. It would be faster than the Yamaha. It would be more fuel efficient, I think, and I think the technology behind it, along with the new design, was the seller itself.
This motor is going to put Mercury at the head of the outboard industry, period. There is nothing like this out there.
We aren't even halfway through 2018 and already Mercury Marine is completely changing its V6 and V8 outboard platform. It's all four-stroke. It's all setting a new benchmark in the marine industry. We certainly hope that these new products will help you have a banner sales year, and we thank you again for being such a trusted and valued partner to Mercury Marine. Enjoy the products, and we'll see you on the water.
G'day, it's Guesty here to talk a little bit about Owner trebles. Now, Owner's a company that's been around for 50 years. Japanese quality is what it's all about, and I think there's almost 50 processes that go into every Owner hook. And when you're fighting a big fish or that trophy fish, you've got to have the confidence that that hook's going to stay in there. It's not going to straighten. It's going to have great penetration, and it's going to help you land that trophy fish. Now, there's a huge range of trebles, whether you're chasing trout, brim or bass, tiny little fine ones to suit all those little hard-body lures that you love throwing around. And when you get into barra, things like barra fishing and flathead fishing, that's that next size treble again, slightly bigger fish, so you need those stronger hooks. And what Owner does, they have a range, and when you look at the packets there, it's got 4 times or 3 times or 2 times. That talks about the strength. For example, if I'm chasing really big barra, GTs, mackerel, I'd be looking at that STX 56 hook. So that's a taft wire hook, and it's specifically designed for those really big fish. On the other end of it, if I'm chasing a rainbow trout on 1 or 2 kilo gear, I'd want a 36. So that much finer hook. It's going to have really good hook penetration without a lot of drag pressure. Pretty windy today. I'm glad I'm not on the water at the moment. But look, I always look back at some of the spectacular fish we've caught on Real Action. And I know my mate Barney, anyone who's watched the TV show would have seen Barney fishing away there. And at one point, his PB barra was this long. And we managed to hook him up to some fantastic fish in the timber where you've got to lock that drag up and those fish are jumping and throwing their head around, and you're really relying on the best in hooks to make sure that you're going to land that fish. And it doesn't matter what lure you buy. I think you've got to look at the hooks. Don't be afraid. Change the rings, change the trebles, and that's where Owner's quality comes into play. But I remember Barney catching a 1.27 metre barra, and at the time he's getting smoked around in a big impoundment, and the one thing that he was happy about, he knew the hooks were set and he knew he could rely on those hooks. G'day, it's Guesty here to have a bit of a chat about Owner hooks. Now, Owner's been around forever, 50 years of making hooks, Japanese quality, and that's what we're looking for when we're hooking our favourite fish, big fish, or even possibly one of our PB fish that we want to get a photo of, let it go, or whatever you want to do with it. But it's important to have confidence in those hooks. So I use the cutting point and the needle point in the SSW range a heck of a lot, whether I'm using live bait or I'm fishing with dead baits down a burley trail. So fantastic hook when it comes to snapper, when it comes to things like mulloway, or whether you're fishing the flats in the smaller sizes. And don't forget, they come from a size 2 right up to a 10-0. I think I got up to a 9-0 here, but they even go to a 10-0. So if you're fishing great big live baits, they're perfect for that as well. They're also good when you rig them on wire. I use them in about that 4-0, 5-0 size, slowly trolling live baits for things like spotted mackerel and Spanish mackerel and wahoo as well. So they cover a broad range, and I guess in my boat I've always got different sizes there for different situations. As I said, whether I'm fishing for smaller fish on the sand flats or trying to burley up a snapper or a mulloway. Speaking of big fish, I remember catching a huge mulloway, 1.63 m long, up around that 40 kilo mark, fishing with my mate Barney, just bobby corking a live bait along a rock wall. I was using twin 6-0s in a live yellowtail, quite a big live yellowtail. I remember I hooked this fish. I was thinking it's got to be a bull shark to go that hard. I can still remember like having my hand on the spool, the rod bent right over and swinging off this fish. And the one thing I wasn't concerned about was straightening those hooks. And that's so important when you want to land that fish of a lifetime. When it popped up, Barney and I were looking at this thing as this mega mulloway, and the hooks were just pinned perfectly right around the mouth. So I've got that black chrome nickel finish, makes them less visible underwater. So it makes your bait, whether it be a live bait or a dead bait, just look a little bit more natural underwater, and that's a really important point. They're offset. The cutting point one here, which I've got, and they also come in the needle point. The cutting point I like for fish that have got really hard mouths. So they've got like a 3-axis bladed cutting tip, so they drive in really well. So if you're using nylon instead of braid, you can really set that hook quite easily. I think that's important. And then I use the needle point for fish with softer type mouths. But look, there's a range to suit pretty well every style of fishing. They come in the bulk packs or the smaller packs as well. So make sure you get yourself kitted up with some owner hooks.
Minn Kota's Raptor shallow water anchor is the continuation of more than 85 years of Minn Kota's industry-leading boat control innovations, making it the most intelligent, surest holding shallow water anchor ever created. Raptor's active anchoring is like a sixth sense that holds fast to the bottom. So when wind and waves try their best to push you off your spot, Raptor's active anchoring automatically redrives the spike so you stay securely right where you want. The auto bottom mode deploys with enough force to keep you on bottom, but without overdriving. Raptor holds tight, but never holds you up because it's built with increased retraction force. So when it's time to move, you won't spend another second in an area that you're done fishing. But staying put means staying tough. That's why the Minn Kota Raptor is made right here in America's heartland. The product of nearly 9 decades of design, engineering, and manufacturing excellence that serve as the foundation for all of our motors. We put them through torture. They're submerged, baked, and blasted with salt fog. They're shook, stretched, torqued, and bent. They're tank tested thousands and thousands of times. So you know they'll stand up to life in the water in year 5, just the same as they did on day 5. So go ahead, pick a spot, any spot, because it doesn't matter where you fish or what you fish for, or even how tough the conditions might be. With Raptor, you're not going anywhere until you decide it's time to move.